You're not crazy and you're not alone in feeling this way. 1 in 4 women in North America report being unhappy in their marriage. You feel this for a reason. And today I'm going to break down some of the, what I call the usual suspects that I've seen through the decades and the reason people feel this way. We'll also look at how you can start finding your way forward. Let's start with the one that hurts the most. The quiet truth you don't say out loud. Maybe the love has faded. Maybe you both stopped trying. And somewhere along the way, you told yourself this is just how it is. You go through the motions, but deep down you know this isn't peace. And that right there is one of the most painful places to live. One of my clients told me she started working late on purpose, took the long way home, not because she loved her job or the drive, but because if she timed it right, her husband would already be in bed. That's how quiet this connection creeps in. Not overnight, but in those little choices that keep you safe, but also keep you lonely. Then there's the one that creeps in slowly. You've been hurt before. You promised yourself you'd never feel that kind of pain again. So you built a wall, brick by brick, and now, even though you want connection, you can't fully let it in. You're both protecting yourselves instead of loving each other. That's how 2 people can share a home, a bed, a life, and still feel completely alone. Someone once said to me, sometimes he says things my awful ex used to say, and it makes me wonder if I made a mistake marrying this one. And I understood what she meant. Not that she was comparing them, but that parts of her was still protecting herself from old pain. You can't fully love someone new when a piece of you is still on guard from the last heartbreak. Sometimes it's something that's happened and it never truly healed. Maybe it was a harsh word, a betrayal, a promise that was broken. You said you moved on from it, but it's still there. And every new argument feels like proof that nothing ever really changes. My client said, I put so much thought into our first anniversary gift. I had these photos framed, and then she whispered, he didn't get me anything. Barely remembered the date. That's how resentment starts, not with big betrayals, but with tiny moments that whisper, I don't matter as much as I hoped I did. That quiet resentment doesn't go away, it just hardens over time. Or maybe you just stopped hearing each other. You talk, but it's surface level. You misunderstand, assume, or withdraw because it's easier than explaining. You tell yourself it's not worth upsetting anybody, but it is, because this is how emotional distance grows. You start living parallel lives under the same roof. I remember a woman telling me, he keeps wanting to talk about us, wants me to really listen to his side. Then she said softly, so I just stay quiet. It's what happens when you're so tired of explaining yourself. The quiet feels like the only way to keep things calm. And finally, life, stress, work, kids, aging parents, grief. And one of you starts to drown and the other tries to fix it instead of just feeling it with you. Here's a personal example. After my father died, I made all kinds of demands on my husband. I was grieving and I didn't even know how to say it. And no matter what he did, it wasn't enough. I look back now and realize I didn't need him to fix anything. I just needed someone to sit in the dark with me for a bit. If you're nodding along to any of these, it doesn't mean you're broken or your marriage is beyond repair. It means something inside you is asking for attention. There are steps out of feeling stuck. Others have done it. But for you to move forward, we must start with this one step that determines the rest of this journey. You say this, I can find a way forward that works best for me, and I will find it. In my next video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to start getting unstuck one step at a time. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start moving again, you want to see that one.